S&P 500.
It's your boy, Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I want to turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this act like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like, yeah, 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's from pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call it short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be Hawkish. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits. That TTG money gang, and making profits. We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranani and I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. In case you didn't know, we were Benzinga FinTech Awards finalists last year for Best Data Analysis Tool, and now we're the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody at TTG. Now, when you join our community, when you join the platform, you get access for the year of up to $15,000 worth of education tools and resources that have already helped thousands of TTG members to become better traders and investors, no matter how much money they have to start with or how much time they have or how much experience they have. When you join TTG, you're getting access to the comprehensive level of education, 22 courses, a simplified and expanded upon version of training that I received working at a fund in New York. There's a stock market foundations course for beginners. Then you have chart patterns, indicators, short selling, swing trading, advanced options, trading during a market crash, futures, options, crypto, taxes, like literally teach how to do your taxes. My personal favorite, trader psychology courses. Trading's 80-85% mental. It's my favorite. I think it's most important courses. And you guys get access to every single one of them when you guys join TTG. You also get the different moderators. There's 8 professional traders that are moderators in True Trading Group aside from myself that are calling out their trades, answering questions, providing commentary and analysis throughout the trading day. You'll have access to all of them and their diverse trading styles: swing trading, day trading, options, futures, scalping, core trading, and yes, long-term investing. Plus, you're going to get all the technology that's on our platform. There's a reason why we were nominated finalists for Best Data Analysis Tool at the Benzinga FinTech Awards last year. Included on our platform is TradingView's premium charting software, Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, a simulator to practice, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, analyst ratings, congressional trading data, all included on the platform. You're going to get to use customized scanners, our AI trading assistant, and our community, 10,000 members from 115 different countries, 1,000 hours of our video library covering different topics. And of course, all of it with transparency and trustworthiness, and knowing that the moderators and I submit our trading records from our brokerage accounts each and every single day onto our website, so you see every single execution and trade that we made. The moderators and I collectively as a group have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% on all of those executions for now going on the last 4 years. We're 4.7 out of 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,500 reviews, with a 78% retention rate amongst our members and a less than 2.5% refund rate. Now, we talk a big game on this live stream. I'm going to say some things that you may not necessarily believe, but you shouldn't believe these things just because I say them to be true. You should believe them because your peers and members of True Trading Group say them to be true. But in order to hold us accountable, we offer a double your money back guarantee when you join True Trading Group. It's actually quite simple. When you join, if you guys are unable to make your membership fee back at least one time during your membership, we won't just give you back the membership fee. We'll give you back double what it is that you paid, because that means then that our platform and our program had wasted your time. They teach you, look at that, baked fresh. That's a wonderful comment. Baked fresh, I appreciate that. They teach you, do not let this slip through your fingertips, folks. All the mods are real heroes. They have helped me and so many others. That's really nice. That's a really nice comment. I appreciate that. I don't think we're heroes, but you know, some pretty decent traders, but you know, heroes. I like that. I'll take that. I like that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that comment. All right. Thank you very much for that comment. Well, why should you listen to the stuff that I talk about on the stream? Again, folks, I didn't figure this out on my own. I began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job out of college. And while there, they had me go through a training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the big stock market crash. But it's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, along with my team of 8 professional trading mods and over 30-person staff. We've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you come to the right place. I go live on this channel 6 nights a week. So make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any of these streams. Jeff says, I will be able to trade with you tomorrow. I had to work all day today, so I didn't get a chance to. That's okay, Jeff. Trade when you can, brother, not when you want. We had a decent day today, green day today. It wasn't a big green day today for me. It was just a small green day. But hey, green is green, right? Every day is not going to be a monster home run. But I got a really nice streak going right now, so I'm not trying to jinx that. We've been trading really well. We've been trading really well lately, and I got some really great trade ideas that are in the back pocket that I think are setting up real nice for us this week. And we're going to be kind of laser focused on a handful of those stocks tomorrow and for the rest of the week, because this is going to be a huge week. It's going to be a huge week. We've got CPI data Wednesday morning. We've got the Fed meeting Wednesday afternoon, and then we got PPI data Thursday morning. So all while you had the Worldwide Developers Conference kick off today. That was Apple's big event in Cupertino, Florida. California. And I just said Florida because I just was watching a video about shark sightings and shark attacks in Florida right before I came on, right before I just came on this live stream. So sorry about that. But it's going to be a big week. These are going to be catalysts that are absolutely going to move the market. Okay, they're going to move the market. They're going to move the markets in a big way. These are kind of like 5-star events. Okay, so we've got to kind of get prepared for it. We've got to talk about it. We got to start to plan for, what we're going to expect from these catalysts and what's going to do to the overall market, because overall markets are a skip from all-time highs. Okay, just a skip from all-time highs. And it's funny because here we sit. And we have made 25 new all-time highs in 2024. 25. Now, that might sound like a lot, but for perspective, we had 70. new all-time highs in 2021. Okay. We had 33 in 2020, 35 in 2019, and 19 in 2018. So the markets have had one hell of a run these last several years. You made new all-time highs in 2018, in 2019, in 2021, and 2024. So I'm sorry. You made new all-time highs in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and now 2024. That's one hell of a bull market rally. And mixed in between that, you had the COVID crash of 2020, and you had the interest rate and inflation crash of 2022, which is just incredible. This is what I've been talking to you guys about volatility, and how people ask me a lot about, well, Mike, have things changed? How did COVID, how did all the stimulus, how has that changed the economy, if at all? And how has it changed the stock market and how the stock market works? Because we should not technically be where we are right now in the market if you were to rely on what history tells you. Because what history would tell you, and I've talked about this a lot on this live stream, this is going to be kind of just a recap, or this, you're going to be hearing this, you've heard this before if you followed this channel for a while. But you've never before in history had a scenario where in the same year you had the Fed embark on an interest rate hike cycle, an inverted yield curve, and an oil price shock. An oil price shock means that oil just shoots up quickly, rapidly. All of those things happened in 2022, right? The Fed started raising rates, the yield curve inverted, and oil went to $115 a barrel. No other time in history have those three things occurred in the same year and there not been a recession within the next 18 months. Never before in history. But yet, here we are, more than 18 months from when this all started in 2022, and the markets are at all-time highs, and there's not a recession. Sure, the economy is slowing. Sure, the labor market is softening. Yes, unemployment got to 4% for the first time in a couple of years, but we're not in a recession. And the market's made a new all-time high now 25 times in 2024. And as hard as it might be for some people to believe it, it's the reality. All we can do, and this is something that I'll tell people that I think you'll get yourself into a lot of trouble if you make trading and investing decisions based on your conspiracy theories, based on your political opinions. Because whether you love Biden or hate him, whether you love Trump or hate him, the markets made new all-time highs under both of them. And the markets crashed under both of them. And then the markets went on to make new all-time highs under both of them. So it doesn't necessarily matter who is in the White House. So don't make the mistake of thinking the market's going to crash because one person gets in versus the other. Don't make the mistake of thinking the market's just going to rally because of one person or the other. And don't make the mistake of saying to yourself, well, all the jobs data that's been coming out, it's all a lie. The numbers are lies. The numbers are lies. Because while you've been thinking that the numbers are lies, the numbers are what the numbers are. And the world of the stock market can only operate on the economic data points that are released. And all the computers around the world and the trillions of dollars that are transacted on the market on any given day are making those moves and making those transactions based on the data that we have in front of us, the data that gets analyzed by all those computers and by all of the millions of traders around the world. So whether or not you believe that data points might be real or data points might be fake or economic data or jobs data or political opinions or views, do not let that influence your trading and investing decisions. Okay? Focus on what is in front of you and focus on what the charts are telling you. Because right now, the charts are telling you that we're a stone throw away from all-time highs again. Again, yes. If we go just a little bit higher tomorrow, this could be our 26th new all-time high. We've already had 25 in 2024. Now, the stuff that's happening this week is going to absolutely move the market. And what I just said to you guys was kind of a prerequisite of, as we get closer to November, right? Something important is happening in November. It's an election, right? And you're going to start to see, the emotions are going to get, people are going to start to think, oh, the economy, this, the stock market, that, and blah, blah, blah. So put that in your back pocket. We'll talk more about that as the year goes on, because I've seen a lot of people make a lot of very costly decisions. I saw people, short the market when Trump was elected. They thought he was going to start World War III. The markets went to all-time highs. I saw people short the market when Biden got elected because they thought he was going to crush the economy. The markets went to all-time highs, right? So it doesn't matter, right? Don't short the markets because of who's president, because actually historically, if you look back over the last 100 years, the market performance under Democrat and Republican is actually almost dead even. There's a slight edge on Democrat, but it's mostly driven from Barack Obama's 2-term presidency when he took office at the bottom of the market crash of 2008, and the markets went up every year thereafter. So that gave, I think you have like a 1 or 2% nudge on Democrat White House. So long story short, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter who is in the White House. All right, so we'll talk about that though later in the year as we get closer to the election. But before we get into that, we got to talk about this week, and we got to talk about CPI data. We got to talk about it, the Fed meeting, because you already got rate cuts coming from other parts of the world. Our neighbors north of the border in Canada, they cut rates last week. The European Central Bank across the pond, they cut rates last week as well. We are nowhere near cutting rates. The Fed is not going to cut rates on Wednesday. Okay. The Fed is not going to cut rates next month. They're not going to cut rates in August because there's no Fed meeting in August. But even if there was, they probably would not be cutting rates in August. But they're not going to cut rates in June. They're not going to cut rates in July. Maybe they cut in September. Maybe. And it's interesting to see because the rest of the world usually follows us. It's not the other way around. Usually we're the ones that set monetary policy and the rest of the world follows because we are, the biggest economy and the biggest engine in the world. So it's interesting to see Canada cut, Europe cut, and we are going to stay put exactly where we are for the next couple of months, minimum. And if you get a hotter than expected CPI print on Wednesday, you might see people talk about no rate cuts at all this year if you get a hot print on Wednesday. So I'm hoping we don't get a hot print on Wednesday. I'm hoping that print starts to work its way back down. We had a hot print in January, February, March. Okay. April was a light number, and that popped the markets to new all-time highs. So now we're going to get the May number. And hopefully that April cooler than expected, hopefully that now continues because January, February, March, the inflation numbers sucked. And people started thinking that maybe inflation was beginning to reaccelerate. And that's a horrible situation. The worst possible scenario for the market is not actually a recession. The worst possible scenario is that inflation reaccelerates, because if inflation reaccelerates, the only way to stop it is a severe recession. And that's why a regular run-of-the-mill routine recession, maybe next year, if there is one at all, that's not the worst possible scenario. Regular run-of-the-mill recession is actually not that bad. But, it's not good. Nobody wants a recession, right? People lose their jobs during recessions and everything, and markets go down. But, every recession doesn't have to be like 2008. I think everybody is so scarred of they just think every recession is 2008. 2008 was the worst possible scenario you could have imagined. And sometimes when things break and the economy goes into recession, it doesn't have to always be an end of the world type scenario or a worst possible scenario like you had in 2008. It doesn't have to be as bad as that. So I hope that the inflation number works its way back to the downside. I'm not here on this live stream tonight to tell you what I think the number is going to be. I don't predict data points like that, which it would be foolish to do so because you have absolutely no advantage whatsoever on predicting what those numbers are going to be. It's like just trying to predict what the score of the Yankee game is going to be 2 weeks from now. I have absolutely no idea what the score is going to be. It could be 3-0. It could be 11-6. I have no idea what the score is going to be. But what I'm here to do is tell you how I think the market reacts based on the different data points. So if the number comes in light, the number comes in hot, the number comes in line, where do I think the markets go? How quickly do I think they get there? And then the most important part is how the hell do we make money from it? Because at the end of the day, that's why we're here. We're here to make money in the markets. We're not here to do anything other than that. That's the goal. All right. That is the goal. And it's exactly what members of True Trading Group are accomplishing on a daily basis. And again, I mentioned earlier on the stream that you shouldn't just believe the things that I say just because I say them on this YouTube channel. You should believe them because your peers and members of True Trading Group say it. So here, I'll ask members of TTG that are on this live stream with me right now, do me a favor and type the number 1 in chat if you guys are making money and you're becoming better traders with True Trading Group specifically. If you're becoming better traders and making money with TTG, go ahead right now and type the number 1. Type the number 1 if you guys are making money. Simple as that. Just go ahead and type the number 1. Now, anyone that's on this YouTube channel that's not a member, you should be paying attention to, how many people you see type the number 1 on the screen. Because all these people typing number 1, these are your friends, your family members, your coworkers. They're just like you. So if they can do it, so can you. They're not smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. If they can do this, then so can you. All these people, they've got all the same excuses that you've given yourself. They've got full-time jobs. They had small accounts when they started. They didn't have any experience before joining. They lost a bunch of money in the markets prior. But they've seen the opportunity that the market provides. I mean, hell, Keith Gill, Roaring Kitty at GameStop, that guy took $50,000 in 2020. And by 2024, turned it into $970 million. Yes, Thursday evening, by 8 p.m., his portfolio was worth over $900 million. It is certainly not worth $900 million as it stands today, as GameStop stock has obviously cratered off of the $67 high. It was up here on Thursday. Now the stock up, I don't have my charts up. Sorry, let me pull my charts up for you guys. I just realized I don't have my charts up. There we go. So the stock was all the way up here at $67 on Thursday. Now it's all the way back down here at 25. So portfolio no longer worth $900+ million, but still worth a couple $100 million. And that is coming from a $50,000 starting investment, which is absolutely incredible. I know that that's the most extreme example, right? It is the most extreme example, but it just goes to show you what's actually possible. I mean, if you were willing to just take a bet like that, it just shows you what's actually possible. It's like, imagine if you just took $50,000 and in 2020, you put it into NVIDIA. Well, let's see. If you did some math, that $50,000 would be $1 million. It'd be $1 million. So it just goes to show you the opportunities that the market actually provides. And that's why people are here. That's why over 10 million new traders came into the market during 2020 and 2021. And it's why all of you are sitting here right now on this live stream at 9:15 p.m. Eastern on a Monday evening, just to sit in here and to hear what someone that's been doing this for 18 years has to say about the markets and how he plans on making money. Because you know the potential that is out there. You know the potential that exists. And I'm talking about this week being the type of week that can give you exactly what you were looking for. I don't think that this is the week that you're going to get some really great long-term portfolio ads. I don't think the market's just going to crash this week and you're going to get to buy NVIDIA and Microsoft and Meta and CrowdStrike at super dirt cheap valuations and depressed prices. I don't think that this is the week for that at all. You know what I think this is the week for? I think this is the week where you can make enough money to pay for the family vacation this summer. I think this is the week that you can make enough money to pay down your credit cards or your mortgage. I think this is the type of week that you can be able to not worry about your finances for the next 90 days. This is the week that you should be focused on day trading and swing trading. That is what this week is, because the catalysts that are coming up on Wednesday and Thursday are huge. And I think they're going to move the markets in a big way. And I say this to you, not because the markets are just at all-time highs. And I'm like, oh, so it's a great time to be involved in the markets. Obviously, right? The market's at all-time highs. But it's not, I'm not saying it's a great time to be involved because we're at all-time highs. The market could be 15, 20% lower than where we are right now. The market could literally be trading down here. And I would still tell you that this is an amazing time to be involved in the markets, not because of where the market is, but because of how the market is trading. I have been doing this for 18 years. And when I tell you, I don't want to make it sound, this next thing I'm going to say, I really want you to truly understand what the point I'm trying to get across. I'm not trying to sound like, I'm not trying to sound arrogant when I say this to you, but I've never seen this many opportunities to where it's easy to find ways to make money in this market. And again, I don't mean that in an arrogant way, so please do not take it that way. I'm trying to express to you that I've been doing this for a very long time. And typically, you have to find opportunities. You have to follow the money and institutions and the flow of where's the demand versus supply, and you got to find opportunity. The market we're in right now, you wake up in the morning, an opportunity smacks you right in the face. Whether you're trading gold, whether you're trading Bitcoin, whether you're trading a meme stock like GameStop, or whether you're trading an NVIDIA or a Meta or a Microsoft or an Uber, a Lyft, a Palantir, a Kava, a Royal Caribbean, a United Airlines, you know, it's like the list, a Rivian, a Coinbase, Tesla, Amazon, the list, Abercrombie and Fitch, Dick's Sporting Goods, Eli Lilly, Lululemon, you name it. These stocks are moving huge in one given day. You're talking about price fluctuations in stocks that it doesn't matter if you're looking at small caps or mid caps or large caps. It doesn't matter if you're trading equities or options or futures or crypto. It doesn't matter if you're day trading or swing trading or scalping. There's chances for you to make a lot of money every single day. And that's not usually the case. That's the point that I'm trying to get across. And I think this week, more so than even weeks prior, it's going to be even more true because of the catalyst that we have coming on Wednesday. This is where we are. This is the environment that we find ourselves in. That is why there has never been a greater time to be a trader and an investor and to be involved in this market. There's never been a better time. Ever. Ever. And the best part, you want to know the truth? You want proof? Evidence that what I'm saying is true? Proof or evidence that's the greatest time to be involved in the markets? Well, maybe you missed it before when I asked the question. I'll ask it one more time. Here's the real proof. The real proof that this is the greatest time to be involved in the markets. Members of True Trading Group, type the number 1 if you guys are making money. This is the proof. Again, not just the words I say. That's not proof. That's not evidence. Members, type the number 1 if you guys are making money with True Trading Group. That's your proof. Your proof is right there. Stealth Dragon, you're not going to like my answer, brother. Stealth Dragon said, what's your take on FFIE, AMC, and GME? So I instantly know exactly where you get your stock information from. And it is the likes of Twitter. or X. AMC is total shit. FFIE is total shit. GameStop as a company is also total shit, but it has the potential of a short squeeze. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I think you need to hear. And if you are wasting your time looking at stocks like FFIE and AMC, you are missing out on the best market environment that you've ever seen in your entire life. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Because while you're fixated on a stock like AMC, which is complete garbage, while you're fixated on a stock like AMC or some penny stock that some guy on Twitter is pumping and dumping, while you're focused on that, you're missing out on real opportunities to make money. And I'm not talking about just an opportunity to make money, but I'm talking about an opportunity to make it, keep it, and grow it. Because what ends up happening is a lot of people will try to follow somebody that's pumping something on social media and they'll make money on it. And then they can't keep it. They end up losing it over the course of the next couple of months because they don't actually know what they're doing. They're just following someone that's pumping a piece of crap on social media with no real value on the company and no real staying power on the stock. The stock will squeeze, then it'll come right back down. If you don't sell it, if you hold on to it for too long, you're the one left holding the bag while everybody else cashes out on top. And it gives you a false sense of reality when you make money that way because it gives you a false sense of success. It makes you think you know what you're doing when in reality, you don't. And what ends up happening is you'll make money on that one trade or that one, pump that someone's doing on social media. And then over the course of the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months, you'll lose all of the money that you just made while you're trying to trade other things. Instead, you should be making money, keeping it, growing it, making more. That's what we're in this game for. We're not in this game to make $10,000, then lose $9,000. You're in this game to make 10, then 15, then 20, 25, 50, 75, 100, 150, etc. That's what you're in the game for, right? So what we'll do here at True Trading Group is actually teach you guys not just how to make money from the markets, but how to keep it, how to grow it, and how to stay fixated on where true wealth building opportunities lie in this market. Sure, I'll trade a stock like FFIE when it makes sense. I'll trade it when it's in play. But when you have a stock that looks like this, why would I want to be bothered with this? Sure, I'll trade it when it does this. I'll go long at $1 and I'll sell it. I mean, I did. We literally traded FFIE a couple of weeks ago when the stock broke above $1 and ran to $2.50. We traded it that day. We made money. We took our money and we left. We didn't hold on to it because someone on social media told us to. I don't need somebody on social media to tell me when to get out of a position that I am in. And if you sat here and you never got out of the trade, now the stock's back to 50 cents and you're sucking wind when you could have sold the stock at $3. Don't listen to people on social media. They are not your friends. They don't care about you. They care about their money, their pockets, and theirs alone. You're not part of their team. You're not part of their group. You're not all on the same team. It's not all the New York Yankees and they're all trying to win the game together. It is not a team sport. It is an individual sport. It is golf. It's tennis. It's bowling. It's not football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and baseball. They are not your friends. You need to look out for your money because nobody else is going to look out for your pocket other than you. I'm not going to look out for your pocket. The money that I make on any given trading day or any trading month does not go to pay your bills. Your money goes to pay your bills. You need to be focused on yours. Let other people focus on theirs. If somebody else wants to hold on to something, let them hold it. But if you see dollar signs, you take it, you stuff that profit right in your pocket because you want to know the safest place for profit? It's in your pocket. Now, if you're serious about doing this, we will teach you and show you how to consistently give yourself a real chance of profitability, in this market. But if all you want to do is go and focus on some Twitter pumps, this is not the place for you. There are Discord rooms galore that are out there for you to go ahead and mess around and treat the stock market like a casino. But if you want to treat the market like a business and you want to try to supplement your income or you want to try to replace your income and you really want to get serious about it, you really want to worry about paying your bills, paying down your credit card, not have to worry about what the price of eggs is, what the price of gas is, take your family on that special vacation, make sure your kids got the money that they need to go to the college, the university that they want to. If that's what you are looking for, we'll help you do that at True Trading Group. And if we fail at it, we have a double your money back guarantee to back it up as well. It's very simple. You join True Trading Group, I ask you to do the following things. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. We do study groups every Thursday. I'm asking you to actually just do those things, use the platform you're subscribing to, and if you can make back your membership fee at least one time during your membership, we'll give you back double your money. That's how much we believe in the platform that we've created. That's how much we believe in what is True Trading Group. And it's not because I'm the world's greatest trader. I'm not the world's greatest trader. I don't claim to be the world's greatest trader. I'm a damn good trader, but I don't have a 100% win rate. Nobody does. I make losing trades. I have red days, but I'm right a hell of a lot more than I am wrong. And it's not just me. There's 8 other professional traders that are mods at True Trading Group that tell you exactly the positions that they're in, the exact moment and price that they're in, and the exact moment and price that they're out. So you are more than welcome to follow along anything it is that we do inside of our platform. If you can't be in front of your computer, don't sweat it, because we have a mobile app. The mobile app is available on iPhone or Android. Download it. It's free when you become a member. This way, if you're not in front of your computer, you can get a notification that lets you know that one of our traders has entered or exited a position. And that way you can follow along even though you're not in front of your computer. That's how 82% of our members, we have 10,000 members, 82% of them have a full-time job. They work over 40 hours a week. So if they can do this, so can you. How many people are on this live right now that are not members of True Trading Group? Just do me a favor, type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. I thought you give swing trade alerts. Can you help me with that? I don't have time to be part of a trading group all day. Rebecca, yes, we do swing trading alerts. Every single day, there are swing trades called out inside of True Trading Group. Okay? Every single day, there are swing trades called out inside of True Trading Group. All right? Every day. All right. Apple Man E. What's up? Fantastic. Yes. Hell Sid says, I don't qualify for the refund no more. Yes. I love it. I love it. So that means that they've already made back their membership fee. So they no longer qualify for the refund, right? So here's how the refund, the W money back guarantee works. All right. So for those of you that are not members, right now, you guys are actually lucky because we were the price of our membership was supposed to go up today. But Adam, so I'll give you the full story, full background. We are in the process right now of negotiating a licensing deal for our AI trading assistant on our platform. And there's a lot of discussions, meetings, decisions, adjustments, tweaks that we are doing as a company. And we were very busy with that stuff today. We're very, very busy with that stuff today. And we did not have, that's why we were late on the live stream. Usually we were going to go live at 8:30. I didn't get live until 8:45 because we were just late finishing up everything that we were working on. So we didn't have a chance to actually change the membership price. The membership price was supposed to be $1,027 today. We did not change it on the homepage or on the checkout page. We didn't get to change it. So it still says $950. Okay, that is a 57% discount off the normal annual rate of $2,212. Anyone that wants to join True Trading Group tonight can still get the $950, 57% discount by going to ttgoffer.com. Now, we actually don't have any more laptops, but again, we did not get a chance to take it off the checkout page. So what Adam and I are going to do is we're just going to buy retail laptops for anyone that's going to join because we didn't have a chance to change it. We did sell out of the laptops that we got from our wholesaler yesterday. So I don't have any more. So all that means is it's going to cost us more money because when we get them from our wholesaler, it's much cheaper. Now we're just going to have to buy them retail. So anyone that wants to join True Trading Group here this evening, I'll do it for like the next 5 people. I'm not going to do it indefinitely, but if there's for the next 5 people that want to join, And this, we could take the laptop icon down now after 5 people join. You go to ttgoffer.com. You'll see the price will say $950, which is the 57% off. And if you're one of the next 5 people, as long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart, then that means you're going to get a brand new free laptop. We'll buy it for you. It's totally free. Okay. It's not a $2,000 gaming laptop. It's worth a few $100. It's, Windows 11, Microsoft 365. It's going to have the AMD Ryzen GPU chip. It'll be about a 15.5-inch screen. It's going to be an Asus laptop. That's the one that we'll buy for you guys. We'll ship it to you anywhere in the world. We have members in 115 countries. We cover shipping. It's totally free. Okay. So that is what we will do for the next 5 people that join TTG here this evening. Go to ttgoffer.com. Everything on that page is included with your membership. There's not a single additional fee, extra cost, or upsell for any item that you see on that page. So the W money back guarantee means if you join, you pay $950. We also do accept Klarna Afterpay and PayPal credit. If you guys want to use those payment of those Afterpay options, you can. But if you join here today, you pay $950. Go through the courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. If you're unable to make enough winning trades to equal the $950 at least once, then we will give you back $1,900. I'm going to give you back double what you're going to pay to join our platform. I can do that because our refund rate, it's less than 2.5%. And our retention rate is 78%. I mean, 78% of our members have renewed their membership or they've gone on to become lifetime members of the community. All right. So go to ttgoffer.com. Everything on that page is included. The entire 22 course curriculum, simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. You're going to get the Benzinga Pros newsfeed, of course, all the trade alerts, Trading Views premium charting software, the Trade Idea Scanner, 2 private study group sessions, our AI-powered trading assistant, our video library that has over 1,000 hours in it, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, analyst ratings, congressional trading data, custom scanners, a simulator to help you practice. All of this is included when you join our community. All you need to do is go to ttgoffer.com. All right. All you need to do is go to ttgoffer.com. Now, tomorrow, the price will be $1,027. It was supposed to be $1,027 today, but we were super late getting onto the live stream. We didn't have a chance to change it. So you're in luck. It's still $950. If anybody has any questions at all, you can send a text message to 786-505-4049. The phone number is right down there at the bottom of your screen. Any questions at all, 786-505-4049. Okay? Any questions, text that number. We're fully transparent. Anything you want to know, we'll help you guys out any way we can. All right? So again, that's ttgoffer.com. I don't think you need the W money back guarantee, but it's there for peace of mind. You got yourself the brand new free laptop. All right? So ttgoffer.com. All right, folks, let's head back on over. Let's head back on over to the charts. I want to go over just a couple of chart setups with you, and then I'm gonna try to get to bed early tonight. I haven't really been sleeping too well. I'm tired and got a lot going on here today, and I want to be fresh and well rested for Wednesday. But a couple of chart setups I want to go over with you guys, and we will talk about this GameStop because as poorly as a stock has traded the last 2 days, it still technically is above the support level. And the support level on GameStop is pretty wide. It's about, it's about $3 wide, which is a very wide support level for a stock like GameStop. But the volatility has recently increased because of what's been going on with Roaring Kitty and everything else. But I see the support level here in the low to mid 20s, and you're still holding that level. All you did today was backfill and fill the gap of the huge gap up when Keith Gill posted the size of his position. You had that huge gap up to 40 and you sold it back down. Now you're back today to fill and close that gap at 23. And you got back down and you closed that gap literally right to the penny. The low of the day is 23.06. That support level, guys, is that gap close is 23.14. So when you close that gap almost right to the penny, and you started to try to bounce. You bounced back to 25 after putting in that bottom at 23. You bounced back to 25. Now, in order for me to really start to feel like there's a play for us here, I'm going to need a very sharp recovery tomorrow. If there is not a sharp recovery tomorrow, then I'm really not going to be interested in GameStop at all. I would need to see, something that looks like this. If you got a candle that looks like this tomorrow, then I think this is back in play. I think the stock could be back in play if you get a candle that looks like this, and I think that it will warrant attention. I think there will be opportunity there if you get a sharp bounce back tomorrow, because that's going to show you the buying pressure that's in this support, that's in that support level, that the stock quickly gets off of support. I don't like lazy stocks. What's a lazy stock? To me, when a stock tests a support level, I want to see the stock get off that support level very quickly. If a support level is really strong, there should be so much buying pressure at that level that when the stock reaches that level, everybody falls over themselves to buy the stock because it's support, and the stock quickly moves higher. When a stock comes into a support level and it just kind of sits on it like this, I call that a lazy stock. Sure, the support level's not breaking, then the support level's holding, but is the support level holding because the buying is so aggressive, or is the support level holding because the selling has just slowed down? Because if the stock is no longer going down, but it's not going up, then really just the selling pressure has just slowed. Well, I don't want to get long that kind of stock. If a stock reaches a support level and then quickly gets off of it, that's the stock that I want to be in, because the buying pressure is telling me that the buying is aggressive. That's where I want to be. So I don't want to see GameStop tomorrow after testing the support level. I don't want to see this thing just sit here like this and go back to 23 and trade 23, 24. No, I want to see this thing get moving, get your butt back to 30. Then I'll say, okay, we'll start to put GameStop back on the watch list. Right now, it's not really something I'm paying much attention to. There's other setups and other opportunities out there that I think are better. One of them is CrowdStrike. I made some money on this play here today to the long side. You had this big gap up today after news broke about them being added to the S&P 500. And what essentially I'm going to do here, guys, I'm just going to try to be long on pullbacks against this prior all-time high double top. So you see you have this previous all-time high double top. I told you about this on the live stream last night. Last night I went over a bunch of different trade ideas for setups that I was looking at for the week. And we talked about this CrowdStrike. And I'm just going to try to buy pullbacks on CrowdStrike on the inclusion into the S&P 500. If you guys remember when Uber had that news, you can see what happened to Uber stock. Uber stock went absolutely bonkers over the course of a couple of months on the back of that news. And I think that CrowdStrike is it's a cybersecurity name. I love the name, even without the S&P 500 inclusion. But you're going to have a lot of funds that track the S&P 500. They're going to now have to buy CrowdStrike at the weighting of the S&P, which is pretty large because the S&P is a market cap weighted index. So the bigger the market cap, the higher the weighting. So in order to maintain that weighting, a fund that tracks the S&P is going to have to own X amount of shares of CrowdStrike in order to maintain the weighting of the S&P 500, right? So that means that you're going to get buying pressure is going to come into the name. That's the reason why the stock gapped up today. So you already got a lot of buying pressure in the name, but sometimes that type of buying pressure lasts for multiple days, not just one. We're going to keep our eyes on pullbacks for CrowdStrike to try to be long. Another stock that I mentioned to you guys yesterday on the live stream is Rivian, and I still want you to pay attention here. We are not yet through the resistance. We're not yet through this breakout point. So I'm not long this yet, but I'm looking at possibly getting long if we break above $12. So here's my thoughts on Rivian. Okay. Rivian is forming what kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? So there's your, and then here's your neckline, a little down sloping neckline. So there's your inverse head and shoulders. Okay. There's the inverse head and shoulders. The other thing that I want to point out to you is $10. So if you'll notice here, $10 used to be a level of support. It broke in April, and then that level was reclaimed and it reestablished itself as support. So you see how support broke, back above, support. Now we're moving higher. This looks to me that if we can get above 12, I think that Rivian could make a move to the upside. And in making a move to the upside, I think that you can get to 1350, which is this previous pivot top that you see back here from early March. And as we zoom this back, you'll see that that also was a previous level of support back there in 2023. And that's a nice level of resistance that we can try to catch a little bit of a swing trade here from 12 up to 1350 on Rivian. But the breakout point for me is that $12 mark. We got to get above 12 and stay above 12. The ideal scenario for me, I don't know if you're going to get this tomorrow, but if you do get it, just know I'm going to be long. So here's my market at around 12, right? So here's my market around 12 bucks. There's a lot. I'll draw a line across 12. Let's say if for whatever reason tomorrow, let's say tomorrow Rivian gapped up to here. If Rivian gapped up to there tomorrow, then on a pullback like this back into this level, right there is where I'm going to try to get myself long with a stop loss underneath the 100-day moving average that sits at around 1175. I'll try to be long in the 1190s or so. And then we're going to see if that level holds. And if that level holds support, we should see the stock then trade higher off of that level. And then what you should see is a candle formation that will look something like this. Okay, you'll see a candle formation that looks something like this. And then that to me would be the clear confirmation signal. We'd already be in the long and we look for a move, a stair-step move to the upside. Okay, but we've got to get above $12 first. If we do, you guys will know I'm going to take a shot and take a stab at that long. I'm also still watching Coinbase. So we made really good money on Coinbase last week. We caught this nice little swing trade. We caught this 3-day move to the upside. It was like a 220-something% gain on the call option for members that followed on that trade. And I think there's more room here if Bitcoin breaks out. If Bitcoin breaks out, for me, Coinbase is a long above the low 260s. So here's this level here. Call it 264. Okay. Here's resistance in around 264. There's resistance here, and there's resistance that we just got to. If Bitcoin breaks out to new all-time highs, which we are close, just a couple $1,000 away, then I think Coinbase takes out that low 260. And if Coinbase takes that out, I think you go straight to 280 and you test this 52-week high. Minimum. I think that you can see Coinbase do this, but you need Bitcoin to break out. So if we go ahead and we take a look over at Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin has had a really tough time breaking out of this resistance level that you guys see on my chart. The breakout point for me is 72,000. So here you guys can see, there it is. There is 72,000. We tried it in May. We couldn't do it. We tried it 4 times last week. We couldn't do it. What I don't want to see is if Bitcoin does this, then forget about Coinbase going to 280. It's not going to happen. But if I begin to see, all right, if I begin to see Bitcoin do this, watch out for Coinbase. Okay? Watch out for Coinbase. Because if Bitcoin does this, then I think Coinbase goes to at least 280. And I'll be long that name and I'll be there for that move. All right? I'll be there for that move. All right? So there's just a couple of stocks that I've been paying attention to, a couple of stocks that I'm watching. Obviously, GameStop, Rivian, Coin, CrowdStrike, just a handful of stocks that have my attention, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And today was, like I said, today was a small green day for me. Nothing crazy. It wasn't a big monster day. I'm not going to have monster days all the time. But I think we're seeing things really well. The market environment's really great. I got some really high quality setups that I see going into for tomorrow. Members, I'll be with you guys obviously live like we always are, myself and all the moderators, calling out trades, answering questions, providing commentary and analysis. So for those of you that are not yet members, do yourself a favor and head on over to ttgoffer.com. Make sure you guys Grab yourself that brand new free laptop. We are going to buy laptops for the next 5 people that join. It's going to be free. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. And of course, you have the double your money back guarantee, which I don't think you need, but it's there for peace of mind. You pay the $950. If you can't make enough winning trades to equal the $950 at least one time, after going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending a study group, we will give you back not just the $950, we'll give you back double. So that's $1,900 coming back your way if you're unable to make back the $950. Any questions, don't hesitate. Send a text message to 786-505-4049. Any questions at all, text that number, and I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Get some rest. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a real busy week. All right. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications if you guys have not done so already.